so this is Abigail and this and this is my channel, Abigail's Life. Today we're on my bed because I have a special guest, my sister here. And so we're actually going to be doing a mukbang with it's supposed to hold it sideways so it's a lot harder, but it's Wingstop. It's only one person and when you're not recording. Okay, so we are doing the mukbang. So we do have the 15 piece, which Kimberly says she's never really eaten that much Wingstop, but I mean, come on guys, French fries here. They're sweet potato fries? No, they're not sweet potato fries. They better just be burnt because I don't know. I didn't know they were burnt fries. They better be toasty. And then we have our wings here. So I don't like sweet potato. Anyway, so how I like to eat it is that I like to put them, you know, you get the half and half, and then I put my French fries on the other side. It's usually better when we are sitting across from each other. Today she actually come over so we can have some bonding sister twin time because she never sees. What do you mean? She doesn't try to use her for my videos. She's using me for food, so who's using who? But I don't know who really likes to watch people eat. I don't watch nobody eat. I just eat. I concentrate and focus. I like watching Bremen eat. Cause he's like that. Bruh. Cause then it goes like. He really does have his food in his mouth. But I mean, he's funny, so like, it's okay. I don't know how people talk when they're like eating. I'm gonna choke. I don't talk when I eat. Cause I choke. So, what about your school, Kimberly? I don't want to talk about school. I'm on summer break. She's on summer break. She's like, you're behind. Right, Kimberly? Hey. But aren't you? Yeah, I guess technically. Cause I missed a semester. So. We're working on it. That's fine, whatever. I was unpredictable. I mean, you can always take summer classes, but she had a job she couldn't really get a lot of free time from. Would you take summer classes with another job? That was your actually got job, right? I wanted to, but I can't because this one takes up too much time. Well, not too much time because I'm still gonna do full time either way. It's just that the schedule is really random. Yeah, you don't have a set schedule or set days. It's just because we used to work together at the same store. So I mean, it's pretty much however it falls. Especially when you're short staffed, it's just however it goes. Whatever's the most convenient. So it's really hard to figure out my schedule because I want to sleep all day and be up all night. Like I used to do the third shift, so I would get out at 6 o'clock. I would literally get out at 7 o'clock, and then after that, like it was my day off, I guess supposedly. And then the next day I would go in for an opening shift, so then it was kind of like you literally get the literal 24 hours off. Not me. Sometimes I do, but then I get out, let's say at 10, I go in at 10, I get out at 6, and lately they've been giving me the next day off, I guess, which is fine. But sometimes I get out at 3 in the morning, and I have to go in at 2, and it's hard because I want to sleep all day. I don't know. It's really hard. Mostly when you have someone else waiting at home for you, like when I had to cook dinner and stuff. Usually would eat a lot of food out, or sometimes I would bring some Jack, but Brian doesn't really like Jack and Box, so it doesn't taste good. I guess I only liked it when I used to work there because, I mean, you get to make your own food. Well, technically you don't, but you do get to make your own food. So, sometimes. Especially when it's just you and a cook and you have to send your cook out to eat, then you gotta cook your own food. So, but yeah, Kimberly almost worked out of Wingstop. Right, Kimberly, we almost got that employee discount. I turned it down, but who knows? Everything's for a reason. We're doing the nuggets. This tastes like buffalo. I told you I don't like buffalo. It's not buffalo. What kind of it is? But it is good. So if you get a new job, are you coming to Vegas with me for my birthday? Why? Because he can't go. Oh, that's true. Sure, he said that. Sorry. Let me have some water. I always like to do that because I feel like I'm gonna be even thirstier watching you drink something that I gave you when I could have drank it from myself. A little selfish way to think about it, but I mean, like, everyone has to be selfish once in a while. That's why I'm quitting. But it's not selfish, that just means that you're like... I mean, it's not selfish, but it's just thinking for myself. Yeah, because if it were selfish, you'd be like, I'm gonna just, like, I don't get to schedule I want, I would do. But yeah, but it's more than that too, that's why. And it's a job too, it's a kind of job. I don't like dealing with grown people. I just don't like dealing with it. They're dumb. No, I just don't. For me, it's everyone. They're grown. They act like children. They don't know how to speak. They don't know how to communicate. They don't know how to listen. They have no patience. They have no common sense sometimes. And the other one's ordering from fast food, so it's like, I don't understand. Some people be tripping. Oh, it's kind of like a lot of responsibility and pressure just for like a job that really doesn't pay you the amount of money that it should. I do support $15 an hour for McDonald's. For the record, no. I do not. No, not for an average person, not for an average trick, no. For someone that's taking on responsibilities, like maybe the team leaders, yeah. Employees, random employees, no. I go to McDonald's every single day. I see some kid using his phone in the restroom, I slap him. I don't use my phone in the restroom. Like, I use my phone because, like, I don't get to really sit down. You don't get a break. So you barely even get a lunch. I get to use it because I'm like, whoa, I'm taking up my break time just throughout my shift. But I use it in the office, I don't use it on and about. I always ask her about her job because I used to work there, so I think it's interesting listening to like who's still around. It's just a lot of drama. It is a lot of drama. Just a lot of drama. Everyone's talking about everybody. Everyone's really unhappy right now. Like, everyone's unhappy. Everyone wants to leave. That's why I'm beating everyone to it. That's honestly what I did. Everyone was trying to leave, and I'm like, nobody's gonna leave and make my life worse, so I'm gonna leave first. And that's why I quit. That's honestly the best thing to do. Like, when there's a bad situation and you feel like everything's about to explode, like, you gotta run. You rather get out of there. That's your advice. Don't wait for nobody. So, if you ever feel like everything's going downhill, the ship is drowning, you are not the captain. Oh, sorry. Sinking. I feel like I'm not the captain, I'm not no manager, I'm not getting paid good money. Like, I'm out, you know? Like, I'm not gonna stick it out. I'm getting paid okay money. Like, I get to pay my bills. But the stress really is not worth it. It's literally, like, you monetarily not worth it. You start dreaming about it. No, I stopped dreaming about it. I don't dream about it anymore. That's like beginner stuff. When you first start, you dream about it and you're really stressed out sleeping. And you just dream about work. Taking orders, about your order's not gonna come out. But angry. That's how much they stress you out. Because you gotta take it, like, they take it, it's taken really seriously. They make it seem like it's, like, it depends, like, it's your personal life. They make it seem like this is very crucial to you, and when honestly it's just a job. It's really important, holistically in the big picture, doing it quickly, but at the same time, it's like, I don't want other people's work ethic to reflect on me as if it were mine. I want my own work ethic to reflect on me. That's why I'm looking for another place too, because there I can do the best. What? Is the quality not good? Well, no, it's because people are slow. People don't care. People don't. For me, but that's true. When you're a shift leader, everything's like, oh, you're slow. You're not doing it right. Yeah, like, I care less, so I'm always like, I give everyone else their breaks first. I do everything. Like, I try to get things out as fast as possible. And then I turn, and there's no fries. Like, how are you going to give out your combo if there's no fries? So it goes from something that would have taken less than 3.5 minutes to taking 5 minutes because someone didn't do their job. And then they get blamed for it. That it's my job to make sure they're doing their job. But when I'm already running the whole thing, like, I don't want them because they leave you understaffed. Because I don't want their work ethic to reflect on me. I want to be able to get someplace where it's like, where I'm not getting chastised for something I have no control over. And that's pretty much it. And also the stress of it all, like, this is why, like, we always wanted to go into the medical field, but this is why I don't want to go into the medical field. I don't like dealing with customers. I don't like dealing with ignorant people. I'm not saying, and the thing is that the general population is ignorant, like, including ourselves. So as a medical assistant or medical, or like nurse or whatever, you have to deal even with frustration and emotions more than. And you might tell them, like, you know, it's maybe it's just your diet, maybe it's just this, maybe it's just that. But people are always going to take things however they want to take it. That's how they're going to translate it. And for me, I didn't like the idea of that. I want to be able to work with professionals. I know what I'm doing. That come to me for advice. That come to me because they know I'm going to do a good job. And pretty much it. Like, that's why I don't like this job, because no matter how much yeah, I do feel like I am appreciated, but at the same time, I'm an employee and I'm used to their convenience. So it's kind of like not doing my own business, but making the decision to free myself from at least those chains. Camera talks like if our life is like a poem and it's a book. No, I'm not saying about what you're saying, I'm saying about how you say it. You can use like metaphors and stuff like that. Going back to the last video, who's the smartest? I just like to like I said in the last video, I'm just blunt. Just tell me what you're saying. But yeah, what she says makes sense. That's why I quit, so I just got fired. Because I wasn't going to be dealing with those games or the drama. Like, if I tell you I'm sick, I'm sick. I'm not coming in. Like, you want me to tell me not to come in no more, I won't come in no more. So that's what happened to me. I was told, don't come in. If you're not going to come in and cover the shift because you're sick day, well, honey, you got to find somebody else to cover my shift. Because I'm not going to come in. And so I technically said, cool, just fire me. And I got fired. I feel like that's why I can't really fit into the normal, like the norm of working, because I feel like I won't be able to follow someone's rules forever. You start to think like, oh well, I don't really need to do this, I don't really need to follow this, I don't really need, like, you start to think that way after a certain point. So, or at least I do. That's why I haven't stayed at my jobs. Like, I still to say, like, I don't like this, so I'm not doing it. But like, they're not watching me, so I don't care. I just try to do my job as best as possible, and I try to leave all the uselessness aside. I mean, no matter what, I feel like your reputation and like your name, you should have a lot of pride in it, and you should try to represent yourself as well as possible. That's why even though I'm quitting, and I've thought every 2 weeks, and I've thought about not going back, and I've thought about like just leaving. Like I didn't go through all this to make it, to throw it all away. And but that's the thing, I did not end well. But in the same place, I ended up giving my 2 weeks, and they're the ones that made me look bad by saying, oh well, you're not cooperating, you're not doing your part. When it's like, you're not doing your part, you're the one who should cover shifts. Like, I'm not here to cover shifts forcibly. Like, I'm not doing that. So if I say I can't do that, in her case she was sick, and there were just several times in a row where she was just sick. Like, it was just a week where she was just getting sick, and so she would call in, but she would call in like last minute, and that's what people would get mad about. I called in 2 hours in advance, and that's not last minute. But 2 hours in advance, like for your 10 o'clock shift, people were already like at home or out and about. But the thing is that she would try to use her person, like her sick days. She would try to use her sick hours for those days. But you don't get sick hours. You don't get sick pay. So she was like, no, you have to come in and cover. You can't just miss a day. And I'm like, I'm not missing a day. I want to use my sick pay. But apparently we don't have sick pay. So there are several reasons why I'm leaving. Because I was going to go the manager route. But I can't, because I wouldn't be proud of myself to do that, because since you are short-staffed, you can't really give people days off, and it's not the sympathy that they need or want or something. And I know as an employee, since I've gone through that where I'm like, well, I don't feel like I can ask for a day off, or I don't feel like I can do this or that. Or she can't even call out sick. It's come down to the point where it's like, well, then I feel like I need to move on, because I'm missing out on so much. Like, this year and a half, I missed out on so much. And it's just incredible once you look back on it, how much you miss out. And I know that, like, you're growing up and you have to be responsible, but at the same time, but you're missing baby showers, birthdays. Yeah, like, you're missing important things like baby showers, birthdays, births, like, yeah, Mother's Day, Father's Day. You're missing everything. Camping trips, everything, graduations, promotions. Like, I missed out on so much in this year and a half, and I'm just like, I can't do that for like 5 more years. Every single party, really, in the weekend. Nobody has even seen her forever. So it's like, and I get that you have to work towards what you want, but at the same time, it is, in the position that I'm in, it is a lot about working for someone that's going to benefit more off of it than you are. And of course, you're getting your rent paid and car paid and insurance, but at the same time, you can do that somewhere else where they'll pay you more and possibly even give you less. I mean, it's less work as well for the same or more money. For same amount or more money, which for me, if it's the same amount, it's like wonderful. If it's more, it's like fantastic. But I mean, that's why I'm moving on too, because it's just, there's so many things to it. Like, my parents don't get to see me and they get really sad about it, and then I just don't get to see my nieces or nephews. I don't get to see anyone. Like, the only person I get to see is my boyfriend, because he lives like right down the street from my job, and I go there before work because of traffic. and it's just like, whatever. I'm just not wanting to deal with it. It's not, to me, it's not worth it anymore. It was worth it at some point. She would tell me that I was complaining and I was whining, and now she's going through the same thing I was, and now she's like, yeah, I guess I see what you mean. Well, not necessarily the same things, but because she's always been the favorite there at that store. She's Kimberly, like she's like the favorite. I mean, I'm not gonna say like I don't get paid well and stuff like that, because they do try to make me happy, but at the same time, for me, making me happy is not just about me. Like for me, because I feel like I do empathize a lot with the employees. That for me, a lot of the times it's the employees are really unhappy, and I can't, like for example, I got, let's say, like they appreciated my work, so they wanted to reward me for it, and they did.
You got a bonus.
But then the person I would work with at night as well, and that's been working a night shift since I got there, would be like,
and
oh,
she's very good at her job.
You know, hopefully one day I can get a bonus. And
how do you know? You're telling everybody you're getting a bonus?
I don't tell anyone.
Then how do they know you got a bonus?
Like, no, she's like, no, hopefully, like, they'll
appreciate
our hard work, and maybe we'll get a bonus. And inside of me, like, I felt bad because I know she has kids and she needs the bonus more than I do. And I mean, at that point I needed it as well, but at the same time, like, it's like, if anything, I should have gotten evenly.
Yeah,
because I have noticed that they do give more priority to certain people. When they do that, they make other people really unhappy, and people that,
because everyone's doing the best they can.
Yeah, like she does so much more than I can. Like she
does fryers,
she does everything, and I'm still doing like the shake machine, and she's already like done with everything. Like, I wish I could help her more, but she's just so much more experienced than I am. Like, she just gets to accomplish so much.
But that's what happens when you're in a place like that. It's usually the management that gets all the rewards, because you're supposedly keeping it up, or you're the one who's doing it all. But in reality,
we just have some really good employees. Sometimes we have really bad employees, and that's when it looks bad on us. But at the same time, that's why I don't want to work there anymore, because I feel like a lot of the employees are really unhappy. Since we are short-staffed, they have to take on a lot of the responsibilities, and sometimes like we get staff, but they're really sucky staff, and they don't do anything. Like literally, they'll tell them, well, you're responsible. You're like, oh, can you do this or can you do that? They're like, well, that's not my responsibility. And they're like, well, what is your responsibility? Like, you're getting paid, you're here, like, what are you gonna do? What is your responsibility? I don't get it. And it's true, like, I don't want to have to deal with those kind of people. I want to go on a, I don't know, I want to communicate and be with people that's kind of want to do their job and are there because they want to, not because they have to, trying to get a paycheck.
Business just because I was like, well, it's so much more about talking to the customer and getting to know what they need and what they want. But once you're there, the specific company that I was with, it's all scripted. Like, I get it helps, but at the same time, like, they have certain expectations that aren't realistic, especially because they want us to go through a process that kind of just throws away whatever the customer wants, and is kind of just trying to upsell and just trying to
or sometimes
get them things they don't want.
Sometimes it's not even, it's that, plus the customers always comes first. And they say that constantly. The customer always comes first. And sometimes what they forget is that the employees need to come somewhere in there too. The employees are really unhappy. Like, especially like in my specific field where it was storage units, like, you have policies you need to follow. So we would constantly be like, no, you can't do this. We can't give you another $1 promo. We can't give you like allow you to be at your space the whole day. You can't block the aisles. Like, you know, you have to pay your rent a specific date. You're not allowed on the property after this date. And like, if they spoke to the manager, she would just let them do whatever they wanted. So the district manager would just be like, oh, okay, I'll waive you that fee.
oh, it's alright, one-time exception.
And the thing is that even
it's okay.
Even the managers are like,
you know what, ma'am, you don't have a receipt. I have no idea like what your order was or what, you know, like it's not in my system. And they fight just because we don't want to get a complaint. That shouldn't matter because people are gonna complain regardless. Just because they don't want to get a complaint, they have to give these grown, let me remind you, grown people that are fighting over food, free food that, you know, they don't deserve, that they didn't pay for, that, you know, it's just like, and I get it, it's just food, but it's so much more than that. It's like they want, we have to do what they want, and they kind of to some extent get to humiliate the customers because they're like, well, either way, just give me what I want, or
you mean the
I'm gonna call corporate or whatever. And I'm just like, go for it. Like, I'm like, go for it. You know,
I'd always be like, I'd be like, you want their number? I got their number. Here you go. You want their number? And I was like, my name's Abigail, by the way.
And I even put the store number. I put the store number, my name. Like, I really don't care. Because it's like, your complaint isn't gonna fire me. Your complaint.
So yeah, guys, so pretty much what we're saying is just customer service gets satisfaction from basically proving customers wrong, and it's so bad, but it's so rewarding in the end. But yeah, I guess this mukbang ended up turning into a sort of rant on our jobs, her fast food job, my fast food job, and I've had multiple jobs actually. You've only had your fast food job because I'm loyal and committed, but I'm gonna go somewhere. But yeah, I've had a fast food job, retail job, fast food. I had storage. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching. I hope this was kind of interesting, just listening to the rant / conversation. But this is my sister Kimberly. I'm Abigail, and this is my channel, Abigail's Life. And I hope you guys go ahead and like this video, and also turn on your notifications for this channel so you can go ahead and get notified whenever I do post another video. But yeah, thank you very much, and just go ahead and subscribe to stay updated.